So my name is Constable Chris Bakker, and I'm the liaison officer for Tla'amin Nation. I work with RCMP Indigenous Policing Services, and I've worked in Tla'amin for about 4 years now. I'd like to welcome you to the online virtual cross-culture for 2021. It's not ideal as COVID is obviously make things more difficult for everybody, but we do appreciate you taking the time to learn about the culture and to basically build bridges with the Tla'amin community. Part of my job is working with the community, and part of that is just learning about the culture. As a police officer, I work with all sorts of members of the community. The culture is very, very, very important, and that's why I work so well with Verna to come up with the cross-culture program. You're going to learn a lot today about all sorts of different aspects of the Tla'amin culture, and all of it's really important. It's part of the Tla'amin history, but it's also part of your history and our history and all of Canada's history. So again, I appreciate that you came and are spending the time to do this. Imut, and I hope you enjoy the day.
I have been the justice worker for 13 years now, and I am also the contact agency for the ministry. And I welcome everyone who is going to be watching this Tla'amin cultural awareness training. You are going to hear stories of our history with our people, what our people went through in residential school and colonization. The work that I do as a justice worker, I witness every day. Every day I witness what our people go through. And when they go through the ministry, if they're in contact with the ministry as well, this is a generational impact of what happened to our people. It's a generational impact. What we're witnessing today, they say it's going to take 7 generations to change what happened to our people. I don't believe that. I think it's going to take longer than that, because our people were severely impacted by residential school and colonization. We're not here to talk, to blame or shame anyone. This is history. This is our history. And we don't want to blame anyone. We just want to educate everyone. Anyone that is working with our people, all non-Indigenous agencies that are working with our people. And that is part of my job, is to develop that relationship and to offer training, culturally sensitive training, so that you can understand where our people are coming from. It hurts me. Every day I witness it. Our people are going through the justice system over and over again because they're stuck. But they don't even realize why they're stuck. They're stuck. What I'm trying to teach our people is go back and learn the history of your family, your community, and our people. If you go back and learn where they came from, then you'll understand. Then you'll be able to move forward. Until you do that, you can't move forward. And I try to help our non-Indigenous agencies to also, it's not to shame or blame, it's to help you understand when you are working with our people, they are stuck in that generational impact of what happened to our people. They are stuck. The families that are disconnected, the families that have been, children that have been taken. Parents don't know how to be parents because we came from a place where parents didn't know how to be parents because there was no children to parent when the kids were taken away way back in the days. So this is why it's so important for non-Indigenous agencies, especially MCFD, RCMP. We have a history of colonization and how our people were treated. They don't have trust. They don't have that trust. When the ministry comes in, when their first contact with the ministry, it's a trigger. It's a trigger from the residential school, the disconnection, the loss of identity, the loss of parenting. All that has been taken away. So we're only here today talking about what happened to our, the residential school and colonization, just so that you understand where our people came from and how you can help them. That's all it is. If you cannot help our people unless you go back and learn the history of our people. You will never be able to help our people unless you know where they came from. I thank all the facilitators. It's your stories that make a huge difference in, helping non-Indigenous agencies and our own people to understand and move forward. That's what it's all about, not shame or blame. It's not your fault. So I thank you.
Chachas, Shetegus, Chichie, Kukpa, Negatans to Skidje, Hantum, Lasquitog, Uktam Dwassam, Papa, Tkaye, Kokotat, Baishut Hachanatum, Huna E. Tog. Thank you, Creator, and our great grandfathers and great grandmother, and wonderful Mother Earth for the beautiful day, for all things green and growing, for the flowing waters and all that it nourishes, for the blowing wind and all that it touches. Thank you for another day to experience these beautiful things. Creator, we thank our neighbors from Paul River, and we welcome each and every one to our traditional territory. Creator, today we lift up our prayers for you, for our children, and the youth of our community, and our neighbors in our First Nations communities. We dare today to pray for their futures. We dare to dream that their futures will be wonderful, and they will have a wide variety of good experiences over the course of their lives, and grow up to do things that will amaze us and amaze them. Creator, pour out your Holy Spirit of wisdom upon us and our youth at this time. Many of our youth are hurting. Their needs are great. Many feel alone, uncertain, and even afraid. We are looking for answers. We need your guidance, your courage, and your healing power to help all of us in our community. We call upon our ancestors for their guidance and their wisdom as we share our history of residential school and colonization experiences. Creator, comfort us as we share our shame and sorrow, our pain and healing of residential school survivors. As we stand together in this place, our nation, we ask our ancestors to come forward and show us their mercy and heal our wounds. Creator, we take this moment of silence for those who did not come home from residential school. We also ask that you bless us with compassion and understanding, that we may look at each other in a more positive and respectful way. as we work together to bridge the gap that has caused our people pain for many generations. Together, let us begin the healing process for the love of all my relations.